What's going on, guys? We're back with Flexbox Zombies, and we are on Chapter 6, that shrinking feeling, Flex Shrink. Now that we've crushed their outer defenses, we can continue our attack into the inner defenses. Things could get pretty dicey for us. You sure you're ready for this? Never been so ready for anything in my life. I knew you'd say that. Alright, it looks like the zombies up ahead are doing some more tricks around size changing. We should be equipped to handle them. Well, I'll be. Look at that. The little savages are shrinking now. Set your goo targets to flex shrink. Flex shrink. Oh, we gotta set it to 1. Just like that, while Flex Grow deals with how the zombies expand to fill extra available space, Flex Shrink describes how the zombies react when there's not enough space for all of them to fit. Flex Shrink also uses ratios to control how quickly each item shrinks. These ones here all shrunk at the same speed. Here are some more little shrinkers. Looks like another even shrink rate to me. This time, give them a flex shrink rate of 2, just so you see that it's all about the ratio, not the actual value. Flex shrink 2. Good. These goo zombies seem very prone to shrinking when their containing space runs out. Let me see the crossbow real quick. Makes a quick modification. There. Now shrink 1 will be our new default. If you leave off the flex shrink setting, it will be the exact same as setting it to flex shrink 1. Ah, now that's a bit tricky. When space gets tight, those 2 middle zombies are shrinking twice as fast as the outer 2. Our targets are currently shrinking at their default of 1. Make the middle 2 shrink twice as quickly with flex shrink 2. Flex shrink 2. Ah, did you notice those middle 2 zombies didn't shrink twice the size, or they'd have turned out exactly half the size of the outer zombies. Instead, they shrink at twice the speed, meaning for every 6 pixels of missing space, the outer zombie shrunk by 1 pixel each, and the inner zombie shrunk by 2 pixels each. All about that ratio, you hear? So, yes, I hear that. However, I didn't put anything for the first ones to shrink, so I'm kind of a little bit not understanding how we just selected the 2 when we didn't shrink the first ones. But maybe we'll figure that out. Now, there's a generous little fellow. It is shrinking 3 times faster than all the others. We've got them all set to their default flex shrink. Maybe there's more code that we're not seeing, and that's why. So all we need here is to target that selfless little one with flex shrink 3. Kind of feel bad taking down such an altruistic little beast, but ah well. It still would have chewed your arm off if given the chance. Haha. Well, guess they're not all that generous. This middle one is refusing to shrink no matter what, even when they're all crammed up in there. Target that one with flex shrink 0. Take that, you selfish little slug. Flex shrink 0 makes them keep their size no matter what. Well, shoot, it's as I feared. The same goo zombie can shrink and grow, depending on if it's squished or has plenty of free space to take up. Well, we've got its flex shrink covered by the default 1, so just set your target to flex grow 1. Just like that. Okay, let me make sure I understand. You're saying that flex shrink only kicks in once the containing space is too small to fit all the zombies, right? Right. And once space starts running out, the zombies will shrink at a rate relative to each other, and we call that flex shrink. A zombie with flex shrink 2 would shrink at twice the speed as a zombie with the default flex shrink 1. Yep, what else? Let me see. Oh yeah, some zombies can refuse to shrink altogether, so to match those, we use the flex shrink 0 setting. Yes, and zombies aren't limited to one or the other. They can grow when there's plenty of extra space and shrink when space runs out. They're very adaptive. Very astute, kid. Ready to take on these next ones on your own? Sure do. What now? Stop messing around. You're going to need to combine everything you've learned so far, but I got faith in you. Make me proud. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, you've got these. Pay close attention to the rates at which they grow and shrink, and you'll be just fine. Alright, so the crossbow, we're going to be display, flex. Alright, we're already pointed in the right direction, so we need to do align items, center. Cool. Now we just got to target the goo, and so we got to do align self, flex, start. Alright, and now we got to target the male. Flex, grow, 1. Nope. We're just targeting the male zombies. Why would we target them? Because they're not the ones growing or shrinking. Target goo. So to target goo, we need to do flex, grow, 1. Perfect. Good eye, kid. While you take care of the rest of these, I'll start getting supper ready. Goo zombie soup. Ew. Busy making supper. Display, flex. Flex direction is column. And then we got that guy selected. So this would be the second one. So we need to do flex, grow, 1. No. Flex. Nope, that first one's shrinking. So I'm going to say this is 1, this is 2. So do we need to do flex shrink here? No, we don't do flex shrink or flex grow in the crossbow. So let's try flex shrink 1 or 0. Let's try flex grow 0 and flex shrink 1. And this guy, flex shrink 1, flex grow 1. Somehow I'm missing this first guy. So he is shrinking, but we're not selecting him. So this guy is right. Let's take this off and see what happens. That's this guy. Flex direction column. We're already pointed right at it. That third zombie looks to be growing at a rate of 1. And then take off the shrink maybe. That stubborn third zombie doesn't appear to be shrinking at all. Make your target match that behavior with flex shrink 0. That way. Okay. By my eye, I'd say that second zombie is shrinking at a rate of 1. The zombies are aligned along your blue alignment laser. Match them by sending your crossbow to align item center. I don't think we needed to do that. So this one's messed up. So flex shrink 1, flex grow 1. Flex grow 2? No. 1. I don't see, this should be 2 to me, but it seems like it's 1. So this one, put that back to 0. Let's put him to 2. Oh my gosh, I messed this all up. That second zombie there isn't growing. Match it with flex grow 0. That's not right though. Flex grow 0. Flex grow 0. That third zombie there looks to be growing at a rate of 1. Now it's just the second one. Take a closer look at how that second zombie is aligned, a bit differently from the others. Match its alignment. I forgot the alignment. Align, self, stretch. There we go. Whew. Alright. Now I'm getting a little confused. Let's see. Jumps up in excitement. This is actually going to taste good once you get past the rubbery texture anyway. Oh, and good shot there. Keep it up. Alright, busy making supper. Display, flex. Flex, direction is going to be row, reverse. Alright, and then the first one, we're going to be align, items, center. Alright, this is going to be align, item, center. See, this is confusing to me, like, target one of type 1. So is this going to be the goo? So align items, or is this goo? So flex grow 2, perhaps. No, see, that's selecting both the zombie and the goo. So flex shrink 0. Ugh. Alright, this is where I'm getting confused. So let's just go ahead and do this. Align self flex start. Nope, this is messing with that other zombie. So let's do this one. Align self flex start. And that's doing the first zombie. So this is confusing to me because why would it do that? So let's do flex start. Alright. And then this one, align self center. Okay, that did that. And then this one, align self center, does that goo. Alright, but this guy's shrinking, and how do I target him? Align self center, flex grow 1, flex shrink 1. Does it shrink ever? Let's see. It does shrink. So let's try this flex grow 2. So we've got 3 things centered. So let's try this. Flex grow, flex shrink 1. 2. That second zombie there looks to be growing at a rate of 1. So 1. Flex grow 1. The first zombie there isn't growing. Match it with the flex grow 0. I'm gonna assume that's this. That stubborn first zombie doesn't appear to be shrinking at all. Use flex shrink 0. Nicely done. That one didn't look easy, but you got it. Yeah, that one wasn't easy for me. Some of these have been very easy, but it's getting harder. Display flex. Flex. I definitely have flex direction down, like without a doubt. Flex direction, column, reverse. Like that makes complete sense to me now. And then we're going to do align items. This makes sense to me too. Start. Alright, so we got the first one, we got the second one. We just got to target that. Flex, grow, 1. Flex. I don't understand how I'm targeting this. Flex, shrink, 1. Because this one's kind of shrinking, the bottom one. But I don't understand how to target, how it's targeting, I guess. Align, self, stretch. Nope, that stretches the wrong way. Align self. Let's get a hint. Flex shrink 0. Okay. I didn't need align self at all. Boom. Hey, hand me some of that goo, will you? Need a bit more for the soup. Display flex. We don't need the direction because it's already pointed in the correct direction, but we want to align items flex start. So that did this zombie and that zombie when these two aren't doing stuff. So I'm assuming that this one is related to this goo. So we're going to do flex, grow. 2. We're going to do align, self, stretch. Nope. This one, align, self, stretch. This we can take off. So we're gonna do flex, grow, 1. And then flex, shrink, 1. So this guy is right. This guy, let's see if it's shrinking twice. Yes. Alright, we did not need help with that one. Not too shabby. So I'm starting to kind of understand. So display flex, flex direction, column, and then align items center, and then we're going to do flex grow 1, flex grow 1. So this guy flex shrink 1. Let's see what's happening here. This guy is probably growing like twice. flex, shrink. He doesn't look like he's shrinking at all. Maybe this one is flex grow. 3, 2, 1, 2. So shrinking. This first one's shrinking. Maybe he's shrinking twice. This one doesn't appear to be shrinking. So flex shrink 0. Maybe I got these messed up again. 1. No, I did not. So this is 1. This is 0. And I got both of these at flex grow 2, but this guy's the one that's growing. So we got him targeted. So let's do flex grow 1. Let's do flex grow 0. Align self, flex, start. Nope. Align self, center. Let's get a hint. I'd say that first zombie is shrinking at a rate of 2. I thought he was shrinking more. Okay, cool. I'm getting pretty good, alright. This is the one that I've struggled with a lot. So display flex. Alright. Flex direction is column reverse. And so we've got target the goose. We've got target this one. So align. So let's go ahead and align the first one. So align items, flex end. Alright, that's the first one. Target the goo. But they're all goo. So like this is where it's confusing me. So align self center. And that targets all of the goos. So I think for the goo, what we need to do is flex. That's not true though. Align self, flex end, center. So that's taking the first guy. So flex end. This one is align self center. Okay, so then this one we need to do flex start. Alright, we got them all aligned now. So that's for the first guy. This is for all of the goos. Align self stretch. So this is for the first guy closest to us. Align self stretch. Oh, we got 3 here, so this one is growing, so flex grow 1, flex grow 1. So this one's growing by 2, flex grow 1. Flex shrink 1. Flex shrink 1. We're just going to put shrink 1. Flex shrink 1. Alright, so now it's just this middle guy. That's the problem. Let's see if he's not shrinking at all. Or he's shrinking it twice. And he was shrinking it twice. Alright, you got him. He's still busy making supper, so display flex, so we don't have to put it in the right align because it's there. Align items, and we want to do flex start. then target the goo. Flex, oh wait. Align self, flex end. That's doing the first guy, so flex start. So align items center, not center, flex end. Flex end. Alright, that targets the zombie. And then we gotta target the goo. Align self, row, flex end. No, flex start. Alright, and then this goo is flex grow 1, and this goo is flex grow 2. Maybe it's 3. Or maybe this one is flex grow 0. No, it is 1. Flex grow. Oh, he's also shrinking. So flex shrink 2. 1. Flex shrink 0. Got him. Excellent. He's still busy. Display flex. Alright. Flex direction is row reverse. Alright. We're going to align items. Flex end. Okay, that did that. And then this one we're going to do flex shrink. It's definitely shrinking. And flex grow. Oops. And then we're going to do align self stretch. And then this guy, we're going to do flex shrink 1. Flex grow 1. Alright, so we've got this zombie, we got that goo. But this guy, I think, is going to be flex grow 2. Flex grow 1, flex grow 2, flex shrink 0. Let's do a hint. By my eye, I'd say that second zombie is shrinking at a rate of 2. So, flex shrink 2. Alright, there we go. So now we're just messing with this one. And so he's probably shrinking by 1. And he's probably growing by 1. Or let's try growing by 2. It's not 2. 1. Flex shrinking by 0. Growing by 2. Nope. Third zombie looks to be growing at a rate of 1. I had it at 1. And then what? Take a closer look at how that third zombie is aligned. Align, self, flex, start. There we go. That was the hardest wave yet. Great job, kid. Last one. Alright. Display flex, flex direction, column, and then align items, center. This is going to be align, self, stretch, align, self, stretch. This isn't going to be center. This is going to be align items, flex, end. Align self stretch. And this one is zombie 1, I think. No. I think this is zombie 1. This is this zombie. Which he is not shrinking, so we're going to do flex shrink 0. We're going to do flex grow 0. I don't think we needed to do that. Flex grow 2. Flex shrink 0. Shrink 1. Shrink 2. This guy's not growing or shrinking, so I don't think we need this. Maybe we did need that because now it's not selected. So let's do flex grow 0. Flex shrink 0. Flex grow 1. Flex shrink 1. There we go. That's the last of them. Let's make camp for the night. Wow, that's getting kind of tough. It sure is, but you're doing a fantastic job. You're really getting the hang of it. Nowhere near my own level of awesomeness, of course, but decent, kid, decent. Oh, is that right? Yep, hey, listen. While you were taken out last wave, I did a bit of scouting with the binoculars. I'm seeing some movement around our flanks. They're going to surround us, kid. We've got a small window where we could still get out before there's no going back. What do you think? You already know what I think. There's no going back. We have to take Dave down and put an end to this, or we'll never live in peace. Agreed. Glad you see it the same way. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you, where does Dave get all his zombie recruits from? Feels like he's got an endless number of undead to throw at us. Oh, I thought you had already pieced it together. Well, no easy way to say it. Those are all the people who never put in the work to learn to fight. Never bothered to get good at something like the crossbow. The world changed around them, and they didn't change with it. So when the zombies came for them, they simply couldn't cut it. Oh, wow. That's tragic. Yeah, it is. On that note, come have some goo zombie soup. You might gag a little at the taste, but it's all we have out here. Bon appetit. And with that, we are eating our goo soup, and we are done with chapter 6. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.